everyone's having a beautiful Saturday morning. We are live, the ladies of Grown Woman Gaming here throughout all this, still keeping our podcast going. And so we'll just go ahead and get started. So we're going to do our intros and what have you been playing? So let's start with Delilah.
Yes, this girl Delilah HD here. The only game I've been playing right now has been Animal Crossing. I'm still every morning I wake up, get my couple hours in, and that's it. It's been my go-to.
All right, what about you, Charisse?
Yes, it's your girl Charisse here, and I've been again all over the place. But of course, Animal Crossing is number one. But I've also been playing Bless Unleashed. I've been playing Phantasy Star Online 2. I've been playing some Division and some Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah. What brought you back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
I know, right? Because first of all, I never finished it, and I refuse to let that game tarnish my record. I refuse.
Wow. Yeah, because you've beat all the other previous ones, right?
Yes, I've beaten all the other ones, so I just refuse to let it tarnish my game. And because it's so long, and I'm going to be home for a while, I needed a long-ass game, basically, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey is that.
So did you start over, or did you just go ahead?
Oh, no, God, no.
Okay.
I've already put like 60 hours into that game, so I was refused to start over. But I it did take a while to get used to the controllers again, to figure out where I was in the story. And I've made progress. I finished a chapter. I'm on chapter 7 now. But it's touch and go. It's touch and go. It's
how many chapters total?
I want to say 13.
Oh, okay. So you about halfway.
Yeah. But
That's
people
cool.
who I've talked to is like, no, you're nowhere near done with it. You still have a long way to go. And I'm like, y'all are killing me.
So even after the 13 chapters, maybe there's like in-game stuff is what you're talking about?
See, that's just it. No, not even DLC, because that game has like 3 different storylines.
So do you have to play through all 3?
Yes, you play them as simultaneously. Like the main one is you trying to find your brother, but your brother is part of a cult, so you have to destroy the cult. So that's 2 storylines right there. And then, yeah, my bad. You figured that out the first chapter anyway. And then to me, actually having to figure out how this plays into the Assassin's Creed in the first place, because you still got the modern day storyline going on, it's a 3rd story.
Oh wow.
So you still trying to figure out all this while you're doing your, I guess, normal gameplay, I guess, if that's how you want to call it.
Okay, well, let us know how that works out.
I know, right?
All right, lady, what you been playing?
Hey guys, good morning. This is me, Lady Infamous 415. You already know we went through, like, we as a unit, as in the chat, we played a lot of games. First of all, I played World War Z. It was free at the Epic Store, and me and the homies from Some Sort of Gaming Podcast was playing it, so we ran through that in like 2 days. Bam. Then I played Power Rangers for the Grid.
The fighting game, right?
Yes. That last boss battle killed me while I was on stream, but I beat the story mode. It reminded me a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It didn't really have, I really, like, by the second act and a half, I was just skipping the story. I just wanted to fight.
Is the story not good?
I can't even tell you what the story was, to be honest with you. But they do got good combos. Like, it's a good fighting game. It had potential. It's just, if it was like, didn't get rough around the edges or something like that. You know what I mean?
It needed that polish.
It needed a little polish. Also, I've been playing Animal Crossing, and I swear, when I play video games, my avatars be living more lavish than myself.
Facts? Man, oh my God.
I'm looking at my house and my backyard. I'm like, come on, Charisse, look at my backyard.
We got the beachfront property and all that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If y'all do go to Ladies Island, she got this little disco area. It is so cute.
Yeah. No, I have to see that. I haven't done much customization.
Oh no.
I'm just now getting
grinding
to it.
To open, the house up.
I'm just now setting up my garden finally, like doing my my trees and stuff, making sure they laid out. Because now I'm trying to get as much money as possible. So I'm just now like digging everything up, replanting stuff. It's crazy.
I got too many trees. I got to figure out what I got to do with them. Because I like the trees, but then, like my house got a row of trees and you got cherries, apples, pears, peaches. And you know what I mean? And anyway, let me get away.
So you got to set up holes. What I've been told is that you need one space from the edge, right?
Yeah.
So you can't put anything on the very edge. It's not going to grow, right? Yeah. And then once you do one space from the edge, you can plant a tree there. Then from that tree, you go 3 spaces to the right, 3 spaces down. And that's how you grid them out.
Yeah.
Because my bamboo.
So I have some that are like that, but I need to do all of them.
And also, as you can see here in our gameplay, LBOOGIE and myself, we've been on, I think last week, like damn near every night, I get a message from LBOOGIE like, hey, we gonna play some Warzone?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to play.
I just got up. Let's go. So Warzone, I don't know why, but it's lightweight addictive.
Lightweight addictive. I like how you said that.
Because you want that. The cutscene when you win is butter. It's your character, it's your team jumps in a helicopter and they fly away as the gas cover the whole land like a movie. And the end credits is the people that died in order. Oh my God.
From the last people who died going all the way, to the first people. So it's like,
I want that. I need that on video. So I'm trying to get there. But it seems for me, I can plan. I can find a good drop location. I can rack up monies to get my teammates back. But when I hit top 10, I get sweaty.
It gets sweaty.
I get nervous. I lost a couple of matches and we went to second place because I was the only one. And I let my anxiety got to me and I'm get upset. Oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm telling you, it is ridiculous. It is when you're you and one other person and you don't know where they at and you got all this and you stacked up everything and make sure you have like a cluster strike or something like that. Excuse me. You don't think about that when it's between you and 2 other people or 1 other person. So I'm like, man, I gotta get that. I gotta get rid of that scary.
That's like classic battle royale feeling though, right? Like
right.
Time you go top 10 or whatever.
I know, but
the only thing is like in I don't know why the circles happen like this in Warzone, but they seem to always end in like the worst places, like where there is like nowhere for you to hide. Everyone's just out and open, so it's just like free for all.
I mean, they planned it on purpose. I think they do the same thing in Apex, right? I think put everybody like as close confinement.
I mean, the circle closes in, but sometimes the circle will close in on buildings. It's more like sporadic. I feel like more often than not, we're in an open area on Warzone. Once we get to what's name, but
so there's no hide.
We have one.
Yeah, but it didn't. My space on my Xbox was too full with clips and pictures. So when I had
you didn't get it. Oh, okay.
No, that's why I got 17 seconds, man. I was like, you supposed to give me a minute.
Well, did you stream it? Because then, I mean,
no, I didn't stream it.
Yeah, it was probably one of those nights where we weren't streaming. We were just playing because there were a couple of those nights, and it was just because you just want to play, like no having to pay attention to anybody or anything like that. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here watching. 15 of y'all, we appreciate y'all coming in here. And lady, are you done with your games? I don't want to step on your toes.
No. Look. We are in lockdown. I played a gang of stuff. I'm not in like 10 minutes. I played a gang of stuff. You guys know me. You know where I be at. It's a lot of games. But yeah, that was like the majority of the games I played.
Yeah, well, we probably should have. I wish I had done it with no camera last night because I wish that video was up. Because last night we had a blast playing Call of Duty. It was like 6 of us all together: Stitch, Fozzie, Lady, nice. Open mic. I mean, we had a full squad just running through people. I think we only lost one match.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
None of y'all streamed it though.
We did stream. I just had the camera on.
Mine was
Right.
over 18 stream, so no, you couldn't use it.
I got
But,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, but we had fun. The last game we played, we was playing headquarters, and I'm up on top, and with me and LBOOGIE, we can hear the other teammates, like from like other teammates or the opponent team when we kill them. So all you heard was, "Oh shit, what the fuck, man? She's over there." And then the last game we played, we won that. We ran through them.
Can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
She was like, "Man, I ain't playing this shit no more."
The girl on the other team. She's like, "I ain't playing this shit no more." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"No."
Yes.
That was the icing on the
Wow.
cake.
Right. Like you can tell it was a sister too. She was like, "Man, I ain't playing this shit no more." Yeah, we
She
was
straight rage
dying.
quit. Oh my god.
Yeah, we was dying. Like it was just cherry on top.
Yes.
So, I mean, you gotta love it. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we get to do that again. I'm sure we will, since we got till the end of the month again.
Okay. May
In the
4th.
house. So
Cinco de Mayo.
right. Cinco de casa.
Right.
In
Exactly.
the casa. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, I've been playing the same things the ladies have been playing, except for CHAREECE. You know, she plays some off the wall shit. But so I've been playing Animal Crossing, Apex, and Call of Duty. Y'all know already. But yeah, so I guess we can go ahead and get into the topics. That's what y'all here for, right? So this week we got Resident Evil 3 remake, right? I don't know if anybody has watched any gameplay or seen anything about it. What have you guys seen anything? I've seen some screenshots, a little bit of gameplay, and the cinematography looks like really good.
Yeah, the graphics look amazing. I saw some gameplay and whatnot. I just heard that like there's some issues with that game in regards to like the game length, it being short, and also go ahead. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. It's short? Question mark?
Yeah, I heard it was short. Yeah, and then also they changed like some core elements of the game, like memorable moments and stuff like that. So yeah, that's. I'm not gonna elaborate on too detailed, but
right.
What
I'm
have
sure
you?
people who are fans of the game are upset because, like, you know, taking out certain story elements when you're making a remake is like a faux pas, right?
Right. And then, so what I'm hearing as far as gameplay time is like 6 hours or so, which is extremely short for that game. I don't even know how much it's selling for, but
I was just about to check. I'm gonna check right now.
$50.
is it
60?
50? Is it 60?
I'm checking right now.
Okay.
They want that money.
Yeah, if it's 60, that's a bit much, and it is.
$10 an hour.
And it is, right? $10 an hour. Y'all better get it in.
Oh, that's cold.
Y'all tripping.
So it looks like though that they also incorporated a multiplayer aspect called Resident Evil Resistance. Did you guys get a chance to look at that?
I hadn't seen. So what is that exactly?
Resistance is not a new thing. It's not
The
new
link
yet.
is there though, Delilah, if you want to take a quick look.
Okay, I'd look at it.
I have experience in Resident Evil Resistance. They had a beta this week. So me and the homies, we all got on our PCs and tried to play it. It took us over 20 minutes to get in the game.
And is it like waves of zombies? Is what it looks like?
No, it's a 4v1, 4 versus 1, 4 survivors and 1 nemesis, right? The nemesis job is they'll set up traps in the prevent them from going to the exit. I like.
You know what that sounds like, right?
What's that game?
Dead by Daylight,
Dead by
Hello
Daylight, yeah.
Neighbor. What's the other one? The Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
Same
so
Evolved had that same kind of concept.
Yeah.
you can put turrets, you play zombies and stuff, and then as the survivors, you got special abilities that help the team, but you got to get out the exit. You got to find some keys, open the door.
Yeah.
And then there'll be zombies you got to shoot and stuff. I mean, he looked at on my PC. It looked good.
How did it play though? Like gameplay? Like
Right.
how did it play? Like was it fun? Like
not if you waiting after 20 minutes.
well, I mean, once the game start.
It was alright. It was alright.
It was like,
We played one game and we were like,
wow, just one game.
yeah, because we have to get in and back out and get in and back out.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I was over it. I was
But
like,
that's the beta though, so hopefully those issues.
yeah,
are
that was like,
fixed.
was that because there wasn't a lot of people in the beta, or
I don't know what it was, but I figured that on PC people would play it, so we would at least, it wouldn't took us that long to get us to one match. That's what I didn't think. You know what I mean? I thought it'd be like maybe 5 minutes at the most, but it was not all right.
So that sounds like subpar.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like, how much this game is? Oh, it's free with Resident Evil, with the Resident Evil game. I was like, oh, never mind. I don't even want it.
Yes.
Yeah, when you attach something free to a game like that, knowing how money hungry the video game industry is, it leaves a red flag for me, because they could have like sold it at $30 standalone. You know what I mean? Or maybe like $25-$30 standalone. Make more money that way. Them attaching it on to the game for free lets me know that something's wrong with that core game, the final product of that Resident Evil game coming out. But you know what? People gonna be like, no, you haven't played all the Resident Evils like that, and you're just scared of some of the elements in the game. Correct and true. But there's also a business aspect. You ain't nobody gonna attach nothing to nothing for free unless something wrong with the core product. That's just business 101. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me somebody disagree with me.
Y'all got it.
And I'm like, we were like, okay, we're gonna try to play one more time. The next day we tried to play. I was like, man, fuck all this. I'm not gonna wait 5 minutes or 25 minutes.
25 minutes is a long time.
Man,
It
between the session of trying to get in the game, that's how long it took us. So I'm like, yo, I'm not spending 25 minutes on this, waiting on the game. It was like, cool, we're gonna spend 5 minutes. If we don't get in the game, we like, fuck it, it's a wrap for this game. We're not messing with it no more. I'm like, I ain't. So we waited 5 minutes.
Probably play that game when the Series X come out, so that I can have at least a fast loading time, if that's part of it. Even though that's typically connection based. That's typically connection based, so you may not even be able to help that.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard to get in the game though.
Yeah, that's rough.
It shouldn't. I don't care who. My PC is wired. My consoles is Wi-Fi, but I knew that if you wanted your PC to work the best way possible, you have to get like a cord and put it in the back. So I know my internet ain't the best, but at least I can be able to get in games in fairly easy times. And with other games that I played before on PC, Destiny, remote play games, and Steam games, when it's multiplayer, it's fairly, to load up. It's like 1 or 2 minutes, but this game was like ridiculously, I could have did some other stuff, came back and still didn't get in the match. So, but try it out for yourselves. If you get Resident Evil, I hope you guys enjoy it and just play at your own accord. That's my experience with the game. Damn, I think I was kind of rambling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you kind of went on a little soapbox. It's all good.
Right. Had that effect to her. Leave her alone. That she had that.
There's so much passion in her voice.
Yeah, she's mad. Yeah. I hate this shit.
I'm sorry.
It's good. All right. Well, now that we've talked about Resident Evil, being trash, I guess, we got the delayed cities, coming for almost everything. But we found out that The Last of Us 2 will be delayed indefinitely, which I hate that they use that word because, I mean, obviously it's not indefinitely. You know what I mean?
Or is it?
Well, are they not going to put out the game?
I think they're going to PlayStation 5. I think that's what I think.
And I think they are too. And
well, go ahead.
I was just going to say that, we saw articles out from several different people, talking about that it might not be functioning properly on the PS4. I know that I here have said it multiple times on this show that The Last of Us 2 will most likely, if it comes out on PS4, will be at the very tail end and then be brought back out for PS5 because that's where it's going to play the best. Just like
I could see them
the first Last of Us.
Then, yeah, I could see them saying, we could make this a launch title, for our console, and that would definitely,
because really, what else do they have as a launch title?
Wasn't that Godfall or
Godfall? Yeah, we talked about it last.
Yeah, but that's not like a known legacy game where you have a following of people, right?
Yeah, it's not like a Halo. It's not like a Gotcha. Not like Uncharted, so on and so forth.
Right. And if there was going to be a PlayStation game that had a following like that, it's going to be either God of War or The Last of Us 2 or Uncharted. But Uncharted comes on everything. But you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be one of those type of titles. It's not going to be Godfall. Godfall isn't tested. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's a new IP. It's a new IP.
Yeah.
It's a multiplayer game.
So even though it will probably, come out with PS5, like it'd be better to have a season title to sell those. But I don't know, because I don't know the video that you sent with the interview with Ryan McCaffrey and stuff and the polls from IGN. It sounds like people don't give a crap, like whatever PS5 is handing them, that's what they're getting, like it don't matter. They really don't care. Like PlayStation is their home and that's what they're buying. So
yeah, see, and I think you have a bigger possibility of people transferring from PS4 to Xbox Series X because of the fact that, multiplayer is big on Xbox and single player is big on PlayStation. So a lot of the games they played in this generation were single player bangers, like single player games. Right. So they're not really, as far as having that, you play it one done, boom. I play all my multiplayer games on Xbox, so I can see that happening possible. People just own both consoles and kind of like what we do now. We only use it for like exclusives and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting to see, and I can't wait because, just speaking on that interview with McCaffrey, it was a lot of good little tidbits in that particular interview, and to me it provided a lot of insight, and as far as like what they were trying to do with the power of the console, what they're gonna try to as far as provide a total package like with services and whatnot. So it's kind of cool to see, and the reaction has been amazing.
Yeah, he like blocked me way back in the day.
Are you serious?
When I when we first started, when I first started on Twitter, because maybe it was like a year after I had been on Twitter or something like that. But basically it was deep in the PlayStation love period of IGN, and they posted something about how he basically said, we love to
you went out. Can you hear me?
Show off Xbox type of thing. It was a tweet, and I was basically retweeted. It was like, win. So yeah, I can hear you. Oh, it looks like the whole stream cut out.
Yeah, it's
yeah, no cool.
It's good, or
it's good. It's still
okay. It's coming back. Okay, all right. My bad.
I see that it's
but So I am forever blocked from Ryan McCaffrey, which I'm fine. But But
that's funny.
I do hope that we start to see. I did like in the video that they did say, that Xbox has been doing everything right, which I think they have really, really made a conscious effort to make sure that all of the anything that they talk about is, straightforward, very clear cut, so that the audience knows exactly what they're getting, So I do appreciate that this time around.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was really good. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Did you watch it as well, lady?
No. I was about to talk about the Last of Us 2 delay, but go ahead.
Yeah,
go first, and then I'll.
No, you go ahead. Talk about the delay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, this is like this with me. When I went to E3 at 2017, I asked somebody from Naughty Dog. I said, "So, what's up with the game?" You know what I mean? And they was like, "Man, we can't tell you nothing." Which at the time I understood. It is 2020 right now. For them to not release the game because of physical copies, I think it's a cop-out. Knowing that the market is mostly digital, they could have did it some other way. You know what I mean?
We talked about this though. Like, they've already had to throttle, right, their bandwidth for PlayStation because of so many people on the system now. And you know how it is when you go to download a game when it was the regular time period, when it wasn't coronavirus time. So think about everybody all at once trying to download The Last of Us 2 on PlayStation's current server.
And they're throttling.
I like how she changed it.
Ooh, why you do it?
That was good.
Why you do it to me?
That was good, Boogie.
Why you do it to me, cuz?
I'm just saying.
No, I agree. I was like, damn, why are you doing it to me like that, cuz? But for real, they should have had an opportunity to show something to like hold them over until the delays are good, but not giving them a day. Everybody's is pushing.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I agree. That indefinitely thing is just like,
it sounds like The Last of Us 2 about to look like what's that game that came out but almost didn't come out from Platinum and Microsoft? Scalebound. Yeah, looking like Scalebound over here.
That would be like
so
bad if it actually never came out. Like, that would be really bad.
Scalebound?
No.
Last of Us. Oh no, that game's definitely coming. That game's coming.
It's coming.
Right. Yeah. And I think that, like we've said, it's going to end up being PS5. Like, so y'all might as well just know that it'll be winter. You know, when winter comes, you'll get Last of Us 2.
Yeah, they're not going to do smart delivery though. So like, if I buy it from a PlayStation 4, I still got to buy it again for PlayStation 5. Like, I know Microsoft. Phil was talking about it in the interview that they're doing smart delivery. So like, you can buy it right now on Xbox One X or Xbox One, and it'll just scale up and have the great graphics and all that good stuff. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. Sorry, I'm still hyped for that interview.
Yeah,
you could tell
it was a good interview. I listened to it this morning when I woke up and saw you had sent it. So it was good, and I think that even the part where, I don't know if you guys have seen the interview, Delilah, if you could put it in chat, people can see it. But he speaks about, because Ryan brought up the fact that, how are sales right now? And, it speaks testament to who Phil Spencer is, the fact that he says, make sure that we aren't taking advantage of this time, because that there are other companies out there that are taking advantage of the fact that people are at home, people need some entertainment, and they're putting out subpar entertainment just to get something out there for people to buy.
And that's why the delay came. The Last of Us delay is even more interesting, is because like everybody's trying to release right now. Because I know even the Final Fantasy 7 remake, they're trying to release earlier. They're like, yo, we need to drop this joint now. Like,
right.
So it doesn't help the narrative, right? It doesn't help the narrative. It just doesn't help the narrative at all,
right? But and we already know that I guess we've seen those stories of Naughty Dog where they are pretty much known for having constant crunch times, which they're not even that could be one of the reasons why the word indefinitely is being used.
Oh man, so I didn't even tie those two together, because that was like last week where they were talking about like that and what was going on with studios and stuff. So yeah, that's interesting. That
what I didn't like though, what I didn't like is people on social media putting salt on people's parade. There are people that are legit fans of The Last of Us and are disappointed, frankly. They're disappointed that, one, their game ain't coming out. Two, they don't know when the game is coming out, and they got to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you got people just putting salt into the wounds, and that ain't cool. And in order to understand gaming, you can't just be, oh, your game doesn't come out, ha 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 ha. You gotta be, because you want to find somebody who that if for example, if I wanted Black Ops 2 Remaster to come out and they're never gonna come out, I don't want nobody coming on my stuff talking about ha 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 lady, your game ain't coming out, it's trash. That's just common courtesy, man. And
well, I think that's childish stuff. You gotta ignore that kind of
petty video game console world stuff.
I feel like a lot of us are trying to like separate ourselves from that stuff, and I'm starting to see more and more people who have a large following trying to separate themselves from that. And I think that because we got enough. I think especially right now we can tell we have enough other shit to worry about.
Already.
So that petty childish shit is just like, I don't have time for that. I'm grown. I got bills to pay. Don't have time for that nonsense. Anywho, moving on. So Apex has a new event coming out that's specifically geared toward Bloodhound and Killing Beast. And that should be dropping this week. And then we also have the fact that they have made duos permanent. Which means that I can make CHAREECE play with just me.
Okay, now, so what is duos? Could you elaborate for people who don't know what that is?
Well, duos is just, so Apex, you play with 3 people, typically. So duos is you just playing with one other person. The game tends to run faster because squads drop quicker because there's only 2 people.
Right.
And they've also incorporated the old map again with new updates for ranked. So if you do play ranked, your ranked has been reset, a soft reset. So like I was gold 2 and now I'm bronze 1. I'm very hot about it. And so I'm ready to grind on there again. But I don't know how many of you guys besides CHAREECE and whenever lady doesn't have Call of Duty to play Apex.
We're not going through that this
Never.
week.
We're not going to do that this week.
I'm not going through this. I remember.
Well, at least I can play with Delilah's husband. He comes and plays, so that's
he
nice.
plays all the time. He checked his stat. He had 734 games in a month.
I know. He's
That's
like, yo, I need to
incredible.
stop playing. I was like, no, you don't.
I was like, is that all you play? It was so messed up. Like, is that all you play?
Well, yeah. He was
no,
like, well,
matches
I
are
don't
quick,
want to invite you if you're playing. And I'm like, dude, if you don't send me an invite and stop playing.
He like, he's just like if you play with somebody else, I don't want to bug you. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
But along with this new event, they put out a new the old ways, quote unquote, trailer, which is kind of like a backstory. So they've been doing a lot of backstories for all the legends, which I think is pretty cool. So you have this nice little cinematic for a backstory for Bloodhound, which is one of my favorite characters. And I found it funny that people thought that Bloodhound was not a woman. So I don't know. Did you guys think Bloodhound wasn't a woman?
I didn't know. I didn't know I didn't know Bloodhound.
I didn't know either.
I need to look up another picture because I swear that was a dude.
Me too. I thought
really?
It was a dude.
You thought it was a dude too? I always thought it was a woman.
What?
No.
I've always thought it was a woman.
No
way.
And that's because the person who does the voice, I thought for sure it was the same person who plays the Klingon on the new Discovery Star Trek show. Like they sound almost exactly the same.
No,
I have to look at this up myself. I cannot believe that.
He has the breathing apparatus thingy on, so I can see the voice.
Because it says they call her she. Like I'm looking at it now. I just pulled it up. It's a female. Bloodhound.
Mm-hmm.
What?
All my
You're talking about the character with the crows,
now.
right? The crow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Who looks half dead when you like see him without the hat on.
That is hilarious. That you guys too thought that he was the guy. Like I've always thought it was a girl. Like every time we would play and I would be Bloodhound and then like, the other 2 characters would be females. I'm like, yay, we got all females. People would be like, what? I'm like, Bloodhound's a girl.
Like even now it's hard to
I can't picture it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at images right now and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it.
So I have to call out Eternal because he's in chat calling me out, saying that he gets harassed quickly because supposedly he does not know how to get guns. And since Lady's here,
Shots
she
fired.
can comment as well.
Do
not know how to loot.
Okay, this is how you loot with LBOOGIE. Okay, first of all,
Oh yeah, I
if
can
you
tell you.
Don't come in my house.
Don't go in her place.
If you see her go in there, you go the other way. Don't go in her.
Stay out of my
Literally.
house.
Do not follow Boogie. Don't do it.
Don't
Wow,
do it.
she got rules. She come with.
She got
Yeah.
rules.
She come with
Don't come
instructions.
in my house.
She come with
She shot
instructions.
Why are you coming in my house when there's
She
like
shot
5
me.
houses together?
She shot
Why
me
did
one
you come
time.
in my house?
She shot me one time at
She shot me too.
playing Pub Jesus. I went to her house and took it, and she was like give it back. I was like, nah, and she shot me and she took the gun.
Dang.
I was like, yo, that's cold blooded.
Yeah.
Nigga be
Oh,
scared. No,
I'm
I'm
telling you.
scared. I'm not playing with you, Boogie. Nah.
Why?
Like she good, but once you gotta follow the rules first. Oh, that's her number
That's
one rule.
like that's one rule.
That's really the only
the only
rule.
That's like
Only
one-
rule. Do
Like,
not
do
come
not
in
come in
my
my house. Not while I'm looting. Right.
Right.
Like
We
if it's
all
anything that
supposed
you
to
don't
be
want,
looting.
then you
The
can
house
go.
only has a finite amount of resources. Why are you coming in my house to take my shit? Get out.
Yeah, don't go
That's
in
it.
her house.
Like you land
it.
somewhere else. Don't land behind me. Don't.
Oh yeah, you gotta
When
break
you
off.
can
before
land, you can
land.
land. Yeah, right. Because we say
You
that
bro-
too. As
Yeah,
we get closer,
that's-
break off.
Break off.
Break
That's
off.
rule 2. That's rule 2. Break
Go
off.
where you're
and
going.
Wow.
Get the fuck
Cause
out of here.
Yeah. I know this, y'all. I know this. When I play with Boogie, I have to follow the rules.
There you go.
Dang. Okay.
I've been playing
It's that
with
it's a
Boogie for
military
damn near-
mindset. Like yeah.
damn near 5 years. I
Got
already know.
instructions.
Yeah, because you know who doesn't have a problem with it? Fozzie, who's prior military, Stitch, prior military. They know. We're in here. We all fighting for resources. Take your ass to your own house. Get your own resources,
Oh,
and
this
we'll
is
meet
so
back
funny.
up.
Yep.
Just saying.
Feel like the Eagles talking
All
some hashtag follow the rules.
Yep. Hashtag follow the rules. So it looks like the ESA has already announced dates for E3 2021, which
Man, you better kiss my ass. I'm sorry.
damn. Well,
That
I
was
thought
hard.
Bring it
Yeah.
back. Bring it back. No.
Right, let's
What happened?
bring it back. So I thought, because everyone was saying, E3 is going to be dead. Even I thought this is an opportunity for, companies to pull out, which they could still say they're not coming.
Right.
But the fact that they've already set a date for their quote unquote reimagined E3, I think is very interesting. Did you guys get a chance to take a look at that?
It's like they're
I
anxious.
did.
Right.
Man, we got.
I
Well,
read
'cause
it.
I think that they're fearful
Mm.
of what
Nobody's
we've been
gonna.
saying.
As far as people gonna
Yeah.
transition to digital and never come back, basically. Oof.
Right. So I think
tough.
this is their, hey, don't worry, we will be here next year,
Yeah.
But okay. I'm just saying.
Wait, why'd you have the initial reaction? That's my question. Initial reaction, like, yeah, I need to know that.
Because people right now ain't worrying about June 15 to 17, 2021 right now.
Right? No, yeah,
we,
no one. We worrying about May 4th. Like, we worry about May 4th.
We worry about May. You know what I mean? And
Right. Facts. That too.
and this is like the perfect experiment, I would say, to see how companies go digital and how much money they save and how much revenue that they end up getting and how much reach they can get through digital events. And if that be successful this year, then it could become a real problem for the ESA, because if you got companies doing showcases and they doing way more revenue and way more reach than a 2-day event for gamers and a 1-day event for media, they're probably not even going to spend the money on the space next year. So I'm just hoping and waiting. I can't even think about E3 2021 right now.
Yeah. To me, it's too soon to even mention it. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't have mentioned it right now. It's just too much going on. Now,
Well, I
as
think,
far
like I
as-
said, they're scared of being,
did they say anything else
tossed
about the
aside.
digital event? Did they? Was that part of it too?
I saw that IGN announced, so that was going to be the next topic. but we can just roll it into one. That IGN has announced a Summer of Gaming live streaming event where publishers like Square Enix, Sega, Bandai, Namco, Amazon, Google, THQ Nordic are supposed to be there and are supposed to be talking about games, showing off games. So basically, they stepped in to the space of E3 for digital.
Yeah, well,
right?
see, that's just it. You're absolutely right, because E3 it generates clicks for these websites. All these these places that cover these events, it generates a ton of clicks, ton of revenue for them, based like ad revenue. So I'm not surprised that they stepped in and was like, "Yo, we can get publishers in here to do this, and it still generates some of the same traffic, if not more, because people are going to be, clamoring for something since there's no actual physical kind of thing to attend." So, I'm all for it. Anytime you got publishers announcing new games, I'm game.
It'll be good for the live streams of these digital events. I want to see what. It's interesting that IGN is doing something at all.
That is
that part.
Yeah,
I don't like IGN doing it though. No
yeah,
offense,
because I think we just have like a salty taste in our mouth from IGN in general, because they have shown time and time again that they are all about the click. They do not, they're not what do you want to call it, like
transparent,
true journalists, in the sense of, I am a journalist, I want to bring truth to the people. They are literally there to get paid for clicks.
That part. I don't see this being of fair in general, fair and proper showcase of certain games. Like, if it's either going to be straight Sony or multiplayer only. As you can see, Xbox is not going to be there very well. I don't see it. The ESA at least was more overall. Everybody was there. Everybody was welcome. IGN, not so much.
So you think IGN's going to pick and choose like who they want to show what content, and so on and so forth? And
don't they do that anyway? I'm like, don't they?
Yeah, she got you.
Yeah, she did. She did. She did. Yeah, I mean, I guess because maybe they're doing this because Microsoft is going to have their own thing. So.
Yeah, because Microsoft also announced that they're going to have a all digital
E3.
E3. They're what's they been, and it looks like IGN basically stepped into the space of the Coliseum when we would be at E3, where inside the Coliseum you would have all these smaller studios there, so
yeah, I'm just surprised there was no other sites, because you got IGN, and what's the other big one is what, GameSpot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the other big one. Then you have CBG, which is the European gaming page, is pretty large, but those are typically the top three. So I mean, IGN I think is still by far the biggest as far as how many people the traffic. So that's probably why. It's like choosing, a smaller company versus a larger company. Like, I don't know. I can't think of a great example right now. I don't know, like I guess a Nokia versus an Apple. Like, you gotta pick Apple because Apple's bigger. Like, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna see how it shake out. I just hope it's organized well. And I said one thing. I know that was it a week ago or a couple weeks back when Microsoft did their GDC talks, and I thought that the production value on those was pretty well done. So hopefully, it'll have really great production, even though people are like streaming from home, and so let's see.
Yeah, I even as far as like CBS News and a lot of the regular outlets who have now shifted to making their shows at home, like late night TV and all that stuff. I've really enjoyed the fact that they, for the most part, have done a great job, which I think that the tools have been out there forever. We stream at our house, and we have pretty good publishing quality. So I am very impressed with the adjustment, which I guess is a testament to the times we live in, that no one has to be physically in place to do their job. So, well, for the most part, obviously there's some things.
Yeah, so all those managers and bosses that told you that you can't work from home, they were essentially lying, because we've proven that it can be done effectively.
Yeah. I mean, because essentially what they just want to be able to have control. I mean, that's what I think of it as, where they're telling you can't work from home. But yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
All
that
right.
a lot in my career.
So we've talked about IGN's making their own E3. We've talked about ESA already giving their dates, which it says the 15th through the 17th too, which I thought that's late. That's a week later, right?
So you said a week later? Yeah, it is.
Because like right. For this, yes, because for this year I was going to be leaving on the 16th, which was a couple of days after E3. Right. So it'll be a week later, which is interesting as well. Especially because it's going to be hotter in California. So lots of moving parts here. I don't know if you guys saw, but so South by Southwest, we know was canceled, and I know like a lot of people were upset because they weren't offering your tickets back. You know, right, they basically said that we won't be holding South by Southwest, and you can just keep your ticket for the next 2 years.
Wait, so they weren't they weren't issuing like refunds?
Nope, no refunds. Oh. You can use your ticket next year or the year after. That's it.
Yeah, because South by Southwest, they have a music portion up to it, and so they probably had to pay artists, and those artists probably were like, "We're not giving our money back." Like, right. So I can see why they couldn't.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of contracts will be changing. Oh yes, because of this. Clearly. You know, people got to build that loophole in there now.
Yep.
But it looks like they're going to go ahead and stream it for free on Amazon Prime Video.
Oh, nice. That's going to be worth watching. South by Southwest is awesome. So.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. Like it says that you're going to get screenings of The Green Knight, of The King of Staten Island, The Beach Bum, lots of stuff. So we have, I love that they're doing that. They're making these deals, just like we spoke about earlier, with the Issa Rae film Lovebirds that's supposed to come to Netflix.
Yep.
We have.
Do you know when that dropped? I thought it was yesterday, right?
Well, April people 3rd? Thought it was going to come the same day it released. No one ever specifically said it would release on Netflix the same day that it was supposed to release in theaters, and they haven't given a date. So we're still waiting to see. But so the 2019 lineup for South by Southwest is pretty hefty, which the fact that you're going to be able to see all of these films on Amazon, it's pretty cool. So you have the headliners are The Beach Bum, Booksmart with Olivia Wilde as the director, Curse of La Llorona, Good Boys, which this seems off. This is last year that I am looking at last year.
Yeah, I'm like, who?
Right? Oh my God. I feel dumb now. I literally just clicked on lineup. Okay. Well, don't mind me.
They're probably just...
Sorry, guys. Let's go. All right. Is this the right one? This is the right one. So, Bad Trip is one of the headliners, which is going to have Lil Rel in it.
Who's Lil Rel?
For real?
Oh God, what is he playing? Oh my God.
He was in Get Out.
Yeah.
Yes,
he's a comedian.
The friend.
Yeah.
He's the friend in Get Out.
Let me say guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what this other guy's name is. He does those weird comedy things. Like he reminds you of like a Black Jack Galifianakis. You know what I mean? Like that odd comedy, you know? But anyways, so for their headliners, we got Bad Trip. Eric Andre is his name. There we go. The Green Knight, Lovebirds. So maybe that's where we'll watch Lovebirds. It's on Amazon. Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe they drop it that week. Be awesome.
Yeah. All right. So maybe Netflix couldn't do it until after they did this part. You know what I mean?
That'd be probably the reason. Yeah, especially if they're gonna be there. That's
right. So that could have been what's going on. And I have to say, you know, Kumail, he is totally ripped. Have you seen him?
Oh God, he's adorable.
He is.
I wasn't.
Yeah, hold on. I just had his name.
Yeah, he's got
Kumail Nanjiani.
the Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I'm getting so good at pronouncing Indian names, just to let you know, because my job. So, but he looks ripped, and they're starting to show him out with his wife. Which, if you didn't know, there's a movie out about him meeting his wife, and his wife has the what is it called? I don't know if it's immunodeficiency, but basically she really can't be out right now during this time because of her, long-standing health issues. But when he's next to her, he totally makes her look so plain now. And we all
how do you
see.
pronounce his name again?
See, you're gonna make me do
Got
it again.
you. Got you.
Kumail
Got him.
Najani. Yeah, Kumail Najani.
Okay.
But I'll have to send you a picture because they have like a ton of pictures that are swirling around. And I just can't help but think that at some point they're going to have to get a divorce.
Wow.
Oh, God, don't say that.
And I don't think that it'll be him saying, I look better than you. I just know how it can be for a woman who now your husband has this glow up and you have not had your glow up and insecurities set in.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
You better glow up with him.
Yeah, she
That's
got
that
glow
Marvel
up.
movie money, honey.
Yeah.
He could pay for that. He could upgrade. He could upgrade her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and when you see
Say
the
that.
pictures of her with him, she definitely needs an upgrade.
Oh, don't no.
I'm just
No,
saying.
Stop
You
it. Okay,
call-
let's change the topic.
Sorry. Okay. We'll move
But we
on.
do want to say that boy is pretty, though. He is pretty.
Oh man,
So-
you're right, dude.
The reason why he did that is because he wants to be in Marvel movies. And he said
Yeah.
the only thing standing between him and being in a Marvel movie is his physique. So moving into it, we have new release dates for Marvel movies. Now, since things have been pushed back, it looks like Black Widow will now be taking the spot of Eternals. So it's what is it called? Black Widow was supposed to come out in May. Now it'll be November 2020 for Black Widow, which I don't know. I'm really not excited about that movie. I know some people are,
Black
but
Widow?
yeah.
Come on. Yes.
The only reason why I'm not excited is because why didn't you make this movie before we found out what happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know that it's late.
4 years
I
ago.
really shouldn't be not saying anything because at this point you should have seen, the last Avengers movie, but she dies. I don't care anymore.
Man, come on. I still want to
sound like
see
you
it. I just love Marvel, so I
I
can't
do
wait.
too, but you basically killed the character, so why do I care now?
It's comic books, man. They could do whatever they need to do to bring her back. It's an alternate reality.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's
Right.
Well, no.
It's
This
comics.
movie takes place before Civil War. So time-wise line, she's
No,
still
I know
alive.
that. I know that. But
So maybe I'm hoping at the end of this movie we get a little teaser like that she's not
how
really
she's
dead.
gonna come back, type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah,
figure that
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Nobody
open up
stays dead
the.
except Uncle Ben.
It's gonna be some grandiose boss with time kind of altering abilities and gonna change some stuff. It's comics, man. They could do whatever they want.
So it
Got
looks like
it.
the entitled Marvel project that was slated for February 2020 has been totally removed. Captain Marvel 2 has been bumped to July 2022, sorry. July 29th, 2022. And the fifth Indiana Jones movie is now scheduled for Captain Marvel 2's original date.
Wow.
And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which I cannot wait for. I mean, oh my God. That is November 2021, so next year. And then Thor Love and Thunder, which was set for November 2021, gets set now for February 18th, 2022. So basically everything has been pushed from what you saw before. And how do you guys feel about that? Are you okay with that? Or do you feel like they should figure something else out?
With the state of the world right now, man, I mean,
because there are people who just don't care. They're like, they don't care. They
Yeah.
should figure something out.
Oh yeah, I mean, of
but,
course I'm
yeah.
bummed. I'm bummed about it because I'm just being a fan of movies in general, and it's hard to like that. Going to the movies is part of our normal. Like we went every other Wednesday and always making sure we stayed on top of what's released. And so this, with the dates changing and stuff like that, now we got to watch everything from home. It's just gonna feel completely new. But that's like the far bottom of the totem as far as my worry. Like they can switch the dates, flip them around, throw them the next year. I'm cool. It's just. I mean, of course, I'm bummed. It's just like with the game delays.
All right.
Which.
Yeah. What about Lady CHAREECE? Just wondering how you feel about that, or if you care, or whatever.
I care. I'm more upset that it's gonna be like almost another 2 years before we see the Black Panther movie.
Right.
And Captain Marvel, I believe, which you said it was coming out
2022. Yep.
Yeah. Those were kind of my two favorite movies of the last phase, Captain Marvel and Black Panther. So that's it's kind of a damn that. Yeah, I know, right?
It's like a crime for liking Captain Marvel, I swear.
I know. I just hope the next movie is good. Like, I hope they really put some weight behind it.
And
it's a great character.
Well, and I hate that people just assume like that I like the movie because I'm a female and I have to like all female movies, which is not correct.
That is so untrue.
But yeah, I actually enjoyed the soundtrack more than anything. I felt like this was like my childhood, all the things that they showed in the movie and stuff. I was just like, this is my childhood. And then the military aspect, it's about pushing yourself, that whole mantra, like
keep getting up.
I don't know.
Keep getting up kind of thing. And then the whole like the blockbuster throwback, all the 80s references. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Man,
like I love that. Like I was digging that whole movie. Yeah. But there's like anywho.
I liked her look when they had her in the Marvel movie. I can't remember the name of it.
With the short haircut?
Oh my gosh, yo! I like that look way better than.
Well, they didn't like that either because they're like, oh, they're making her gay.
Oh my gosh, they need to stop.
Mind you, that's what her hair looks like in the comics right now.
Right,
like, that's what she
exactly.
That's what she looks like.
I'm like, yo, that's why I was happy about the cut. I'm like, yo, that match with what I'm reading, what I'm looking at.
Right.
So
yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, I read that too, and I was like, really, people. Really? Right. But y'all question my skills? Oh my god.
Yep. Was gonna say, all right, well, lady, did you want to speak on the Marvel topic?
It's like this. Look, as long as they give me an opportunity to watch it at home, I'm down.
Well, I do like that, and I hope that this continues, is that movies come to Disney Plus quicker because for me, it adds value to having Disney Plus, because now that The Mandalorian is over, I was really just like, wow, about how long it was taking movies to get, from theater to Disney Plus. So I'm hoping that after all this, that continues, that we get a more sped up process. I don't know. I feel like a month and a half in the theaters. After that, you're really on your down slope. Put it on Disney Plus,
Yeah.
I was gonna catch you onward on there now.
Yeah,
part of our tidbit.
Yeah, watch it with the baby.
Yeah, they should make it day and date. Like they should make it day and date. Like as soon as it dropped to Blu-ray, DVD, or however, or digital, like it should go to Disney Plus. Like day and date.
Well, yeah, I think they still have some contracts out there from before where they were letting that go to because when they do that digital, they charge you $20 for it. So they want to do that. But if you want me to pay for Disney Plus, you're going to need more stuff in there. So you're going to need to do something. Yeah. Anywho, so part of our tidbits, I don't know if you guys have seen, but, a lot of us are using more of these Skypes, Zoom,
Teams,
FaceTime, everything, Teams to keep in contact with people. And it looks like Zoom security has been having some issues where people have been able to crash your Zoom, which is like crazy. So they're making some security updates to try and prevent that. Have you guys seen anything about that or anything like that?
No, I don't even know what Zoom was. I'm sorry.
It's like
Skype,
Teams and Hangouts.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's another service you use to kind of group up with people and chat and see video and stuff like that. Share your screen, same thing. It's like a Hangouts thing.
So they just tighten up their security. So no.
Man, so it's so much going on behind that. I'll let you elaborate.
Yeah, so I guess they were like, what it was is that like, once you would start a meeting, anyone's able to join who has the meeting ID, but apparently there were a lot of these IDs running around that were like a default setting with passwords and whatnot. So people were able to just hop in your meeting.
Like randos.
Imagine how that would go.
Like randos jumping in your game. Basically.
Randos, yeah, just hopping in like yesterday. And so now I guess what they're going to do starting April 5th, tomorrow, when you start a Zoom meeting, whoever started the meeting has to let you in for you to come into the meeting.
Like an invite only,
which is like a short fix, but I feel like they need to find a permanent solution.
So for that is a hot fix. So would the person who created the meeting have to allow every individual person to come in there?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
wow,
yeah, that has to be a short fix. What if they got like 30 people? Or right. That has to be a short fix.
Now.
Because there's no way that is a logical, like, this is the fix that we're having, because I know how our meetings are going, and to have to stop and make sure that you're allowing people in is it's going to take up more time.
Yeah, because we had a meeting yesterday with 22 people in it. Like, imagine trying to sit there and be like, okay, each individual person. And
well, yeah, you're taking up 5 minutes of meeting time.
Yeah,
just for allowing people in. Yeah.
Hey, y'all better be on time or you're getting locked out.
Right. But I don't know about you for your meeting times. I mean, most of my morning until probably 1:00 is like meetings stacked up on top of each other. So sometimes we run over anyway, which if we were then having to let people in, taking up more time out of the meeting, a 30-minute meeting becomes a 35-minute meeting, which bleeds into your next meeting, and it would just cause a lot of issues. So.
Are y'all using Zoom for your meetings? Or y'all using another?
No,
we really typically only use Zoom. Yeah, we use Teams, mostly Skype, and then if we are using Zoom, it's usually one of those where they send out a link, everyone can come in, but everyone's muted and no one can really do anything. Yeah. No one can cause any type of issues because you're just listening to someone talk. It's more like a state of the business type thing where you're seeing, whoever bigwig, lecturing to us.
Well, we use Teams, obviously at work. But Derek about to announce Teams Family, so that you'll be able to have a Teams for your family members and stuff.
Oh, that's great.
That, which would be cool. I can't wait for that. I think it's
because you Android users need something.
Well, no, they have their own thing. I think that Google has its own built-in thing. It's behind. Use the same architecture that Hangout use.
Okay.
Trying to throw shade. Android has it.
That's because FaceTime is the business.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That quality, man. I would worry about that quality on that FaceTime though. That jump be.
I'm pretty sure the quality is pretty well, especially if they're using it for people on TV calling in on FaceTime. Just saying.
Yeah, we're not gonna do the iPhone versus Android thing right now.
Yeah.
Not right now. We're right along. Back to the game.
Not today.
Android will win, but it's okay.
Yeah, facts.
Sure. Back to reality. Android is on Disney Plus as well as Future Man, which if you haven't watched Future Man, you definitely need to. Any sort of gamer geek has to watch Future Man.
I haven't checked it out.
Their final season, which is only going to be 3 total, is started yesterday on Hulu. So Delilah, there's something else for you to watch.
Yeah.
There's a new series on Amazon. Oh, you know what? I meant to tell you guys so long ago. Start getting your questions ready because we're.
Oh yeah, I posted in the chat already, like some time ago.
Yeah, they were there.
You guys,
right when you started, right before you started tidbits, I was like, "Get the questions ready. Let's go."
That's good. All right, so we also have a Tales from the Loop series that's going to be on Amazon. Did you guys get a chance to look at that?
I just, what is that about? I missed out.
Yeah, a little kid with powers is what it looks like.
What'd you say?
A little kid with powers.
Oh,
that's what I thought.
I didn't hear that part.
Did Netflix have a show like that, similar to that?
Yeah, the acting was so poor though.
Oh man,
it wasn't best.
They was trying new actors, and that was kind of, that was you could tell it was like a budget thing, but it is what it is.
Right, and I felt bad because it's a great story, the story, and then that was one of Michael B. Jordan's like babies where he's like producer and everything. But the girl who played the mom was just horrid.
Yeah. She couldn't. She believability was just. It was tough. Like the little boy did okay, but even he talked like over loud. He was loud sometimes. Like, man, you bring it down a couple octaves. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's probably just because they're new. Yeah, but
that's exactly what
like the director should be reining that in.
But isn't that Michael B though? Like, isn't that his like?
Well, he wasn't the director. He was just a producer.
Okay.
So,
sorry, my bad.
So we can't really blame it all on him, even though it was.
Man, okay.
Hey, I'm just saying.
She about to cut me. She about to cut me. It wasn't him.
He was just producing. The director should have had more
insight. Sounding aggressive today.
I'm just saying.
She's sounding really aggressive today.
Aggressive.
He was not. Wait, did he choose a director though? Like, couldn't that? I'm joking.
Yeah.
Hey, he probably did. I'm not gonna lie. It was not the best.
But I mean, even like the mom who's on Mixed-ish now, I can't remember her name. But when she first started out, she was in like a lot of Tyler Perry stuff, and I hated her. Like, she was such a bad actress, not believable at all to me. But she's gotten better. And,
yeah, now I love her. Like, anytime she's in something like that, she's hilarious.
She's great. Her first stuff though, you were like cringe.
Yeah, like bring it down.
Right? You're like, come on.
Back up. It's like what's on your face. You're like, back up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're acting, but I'm not supposed to know you're acting.
Oh, dang.
Just
it's that bad, huh?
It was.
I can tell by your description of it that it was bad. I kind of want to see now how bad she was.
So is there anything else you all watching? Is there anything else you're all watching?
So I just finished Hunters.
Go ahead.
Oh,
sorry.
So good.
It was really good.
I watched The Platform on Netflix as a movie. Oh, it's about this tower prison, and it's like 333 levels. I mean, it's a lot. It's a serious movie, but it's really good. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I watched that. I'm not watching that.
Oh, I saw Tiger King. I had to.
I was gonna ask.
I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen
it.
Oh my god, Tiger King is like a train wreck and you cannot look away. It's like
I gotta see this because I heard so much like.
Yeah.
And it's graphic too, because somebody arm gets ripped off.
Hey, no spoilers, no spoilers.
Yeah,
no spoilers.
Yeah.
I mean,
at this point, if you listen to the memes, you got the spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But it's even more.
And even on the news, Delilah, they're talking about it where there's a new investigation now.
Oh my gosh. See, they be opening up old wounds, man. They be opening old wounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious.
Man, look.
Hey, Carol Baskin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you actually spent all that money trying to get her. Oh my god, it would have been that serious for me, man.
It was not.
I gotta see it. Oh my gosh.
You have to see
Last
it.
time you suggested a Netflix movie for me, you had me paranoid with that whole cats thing. Or was it Don't Mess with Cats? Oh my god.
Don't fuck with cats. I couldn't watch it.
Oh my
goodness. I watched maybe 15 minutes, and then when they like literally start showing you the video.
Look,
I can't watch
that.
They
don't show it. They don't show the video. But you have to. Yeah, they don't show the video. They refuse to show the video.
They show everything leading up to the cat dying.
But it's crazy. You gotta watch. That John's crazy. Like that whole video the whole show is ridiculous, man.
Whoever that was, I don't even like cats, and I wouldn't do no shit like that.
All I know is those Netflix documentaries are golden.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Another one that you need to watch is How to Fix a Drug Scandal. That's another documentary you need to watch.
How to fix one. What's it called?
I heard it on Twitter about that lady doing some off the wall stuff at the courthouse.
Oh my god. Lord. This girl, me and my daughter watched it, and she's literally getting lit. She's and testifying in court on cases and stuff. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta watch that one. You gotta watch that one.
Wow.
How to Fix a Drug Scandal.
Wow. Delilah, do you have a show that people need to watch?
Do I have a show? Right now, what the 100? Like I think I mentioned this last week.
Okay.
The 100. We went back. They have 6 seasons right now out on Netflix. And so we watched a little bit when it first aired, but we kind of got away from it, and we're now catching up to what they last left off with. And but it's good. It's so bingeable. Definitely a good show. The 100 on Netflix.
Well, if you haven't seen it, go watch The Mandalorian. If you haven't seen it, watch Onward. It's a cute little movie if you have kids. And if you haven't seen it, go watch Future Man. Those are my main new shows. And Hunters. Hunters was like
crazy.
I mean, like, yeah. If you don't know, which most people don't know, a lot of the crap that we did as a U.S. back then, a lot of that stuff is true.
Like, especially when they have those little bits in the show that's like, and yes, this really did happen. You'd be like, what?
Right.
I found myself even after the episode going like looking stuff up, like, what? That really happened? It'll blow your mind because it's unexpected, you know. And it just make you realize just how much stuff is swept under the rug by this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable.
All right, well, Chareece, you want to start with the questions?
Or lady, either or.
Or lady, yeah, either one.
Let me see. Go through. Oh my God, Other Zinc. I might skip your question today.
See, I think you had a question early too.
Yeah,
I think you did like in the very beginning of
just like hashtag question.
Yeah, them regular ones. The regulars know already. They're like, I'm getting my question in now.
I'm gonna say they be getting it. Oh, let me see. I'm going back up to the very top.
I have Other Zinc.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you got it. Okay.
Since Ryan McCrafty is so concerned about Scalebound, will he ask Jim Ryan to make Scalebound for PS5? Oh my God, I don't know, man.
Wow, that's a reach. I don't know. I think in regards to Scalebound, I think I think people just need to just get over it. Like, it's over and done with. Like, there's gonna be so many other games that come out that's kind of reminiscent of it and probably touch some of those same cues or whatever. Because you had Monster Hunter World and all that, so you're just gonna have to kind of move on. I mean, I wanted the game, as well, but it kind of is what it is at this point.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the question. We really appreciate that. I have a question from Xbox 448. What it do?
I know, right?
What do you ladies think of the overheating rumor with the PS5? Even Rabino and Corden from Windows Central's confirmed they heard the same thing.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I know that when myself and Delilah were watching that deep dive, that I was saying the same thing then that I'm saying now, is that the fact that he had to highlight overheating issues, it sounds like they still do not have it right.
And that they're focused on the cooling, yeah.
Right. So they know that their stuff has issues, and I don't know if they have it completely right yet. So that's my
I think none of us know like where they are as far as progress, because they haven't showed anything. And I think that's probably why they can't show the form factor. It's the fact that they want to make sure they got this thing down tight. I think they're gonna nail it. I think it's gonna come out. It's gonna be great. They got plenty of time. People keep saying, well, where's Sony? I think they got plenty of time, because normally in any other generation, people wouldn't start talking about consoles until like April or May. So Microsoft just got ahead of the curve on this. But I think they got time, and I think it's gonna be an awesome box when it drops.
I think they have time, but I think that is a known issue, and probably one of the main issues why we haven't seen what it looks like yet. Okay.
Let me look at it. I'm trying to look. You got some?
Yeah. Other Zinc question. When Sony canceled The Last of Us 2 and Iron Man VR indefinitely, did they say they were going to continue paying their employees in their statement?
Ooh.
For who?
That was not. Basically, he wants to know if the employees are still getting paid.
For who?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're still working on the game.
That's what they're saying.
I mean,
they just
most people don't understand this, but with developers, they're typically when they're doing a project, they're typically paid a rate, or they paid during the development time. And and then they get bonuses after the game launches and things like that. So they're gonna get paid. They're not gonna just be like, oh, we're gonna just take the game away and not pay people. Like, I don't think that's a problem at all. People are gonna be able to feed their families. People are gonna be able to go to work because the game is not finished yet. But I just know one thing: this game is gonna be polished. Okay, because they got a ton of extra time to kind of devote towards iron out bugs, cleaning things up. It's gonna be super polished, and I can't wait to play it. I think this is only going to help the game. Much as I want to play it, it's only going to help the game. The delays typically help. So
That's a good answer, Delilah. I agree. Thank you for the question. Range G4. Oh, I'm sorry. I got one.
Okay.
I don't know if the same one, but I got one. What game? Range G4 question. What game have you ladies purchased that was overhyped and the game turned out to be horse water? I got the answer for you. Fallout 76.
I knew she was gonna say that. I knew it.
That or Death Stranding. I thought it was either one of those.
No.
I wouldn't say that it's like a horse water, but Division 2 was disappointing.
Ooh,
it was.
That I bought. It was just like, oh my gosh, this game is not up to snuff. I can't think of anything right now.
You can't think of anything. A game that
I did, because not that you haven't named already. Like the games you've already. I got one. Anthem. Oh my god.
Oh,
I was hyped. So hyped.
We were super hyped.
Oh my god.
Super hyped.
Right? Y'all was super hyped.
Yes. I played the demo and I was giving the demo all kind of like, it'll be all right. They're gonna change it. Man,
it's okay.
It's so bad.
Yo, I was buying the game for people so they would go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like they can rebound that game though. They can fix that game. I think that game has.
It's a
Lala, you got so much faith.
I swear.
They can fix that game. The gameplay on it is. Look.
The game, if you could just go straight into the game and just start flying and doing your stuff right there, awesome. But if you have to go to menu,
look, I feel like with next gen, with the better loading, just hear me out. I feel like EA can salvage Anthem. I mean, the gameplay is so good. The flying, come on, y'all must have forgot the flying mechanic, changing your abilities mid-air and being able to land and run around. Man, the gameplay loop was fire. It was just these things about it that just wasn't fleshed out, and the loading needed to be fixed. I mean, I feel like those things are very repairable.
No, but write it down. I want you, after we get out of this, write it down. Make a list. The things good about Anthem and the things bad about Anthem. And tell me how long which list is. Because the only thing good about Anthem is the gameplay loop. Everything else is bad. Like
that's why I feel like but see, listen, that's why I feel like everything else can be repaired. Because that gameplay loop is tight. I mean, it is tight. They nailed the feeling of like Iron Man, you Iron Man. Like they nailed that feeling.
That game has been delayed too. Iron Man VR.
Yeah, VR. Iron Man VR. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even mean to like. I didn't even mean to make the correlation. Like, I didn't mean to kind of go back to Iron Man.
No, it's popped in my head.
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong standing on you. Everybody got their soapbox.
Right. I'm just saying.
You fine. Let me see. I have a question from Rain G4. Has gaming during this time? Has gaming during this time wherein has helped you ladies through this time better? Oh my God, can you do a sentence? Wait a minute. Has gaming during this time,
like basically, has gaming helped you during the coronavirus? Like,
yes, absolutely. Sanity helps me stay safe.
Yes.
Yeah, I swear, if it wasn't for gaming, oh my God, I would literally have nothing to do. Literally, worst case scenario, I can play a game. I need that. I don't know what other people doing that ain't playing no games.
Right. I know. I feel bad. I'm like, they're like, oh, we're trying to figure out things to do with the kids and da-da-da-da. I'm like, we playing VR, Monopoly, Xbox. Like, we got stuff to do.
We got plenty of stuff to do. My daughter's like, we are Switch buddies. She sits on the floor and plays her Switch, and I'm playing something, and then we go out and walk the dog and come back in and do it again. We got plenty to do.
Yeah. I mean, same. It's all about playing the games, and
we have VR Friday, so we were playing Beat Saber last night, and I'm telling you, that girl, she's way better than me.
What?
I love Beat Saber.
Expert and expert plus. Like she knows how to like move her arm in a specific way to like.
She gets all the props.
Yeah, she be getting it. I don't know if you guys saw it on Facebook. I put the video for playing. You can check it out.
For me, it's like I want to get into Half-Life Alyx. So as far as VR is concerned, so I can't wait to jump into that world. But yeah, any other games though? Like outside of what we announced at the beginning.
Warzone. I don't know. Warzone has been like the go-to seconds to Animal Crossing because I gotta focus on winning with Warzone, and with Animal Crossing, it's just relaxing. It forces you to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
It forces you to think and plan out what you have to do to get your resources together. And sometimes I just like to stare at my avatar, just chilling, fishing, at night or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that question.
Cooking Mama's coming.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Who?
Cooking
I saw
Mama.
that one. I might
I'm
get that
playing
one.
Cooking Mama.
I don't know what Cooking Mama is.
What?
I'm
Maybe
only playing Animal Crossing because of Legacy. Otherwise, I wouldn't touch Animal Crossing either. But
you acting like you didn't enjoy playing. You ain't enjoy
I'm
playing.
loving it. I'm loving Animal Crossing, but I play Animal Crossing
Why
back on.
wouldn't you try Cooking Mama?
This is what I'm saying. I play Animal Crossing back in the day, so that's why it's legacy for me. Like it was a throwback for me, so I'm gonna play Animal Crossing. But I don't know about no Cooking Mama.
All right. It looks like I got a couple of more questions here.
Ladies should like it too. I know I keep talking about it, but ladies should like it too because you got to chop up all your vegetables, you actually cooking dishes, and you like that anime show where they're cooking like those
Food Wars.
Yeah,
Food Wars.
yeah. You would like. I'm telling you, you would like it.
Okay. Is it $60?
No,
It's free?
No.
how are you going from $60?
I know, right?
Let's go halfway, helper.
Right. Is it $60? Well, is it free? Damn.
Dang, no in between.
I'll find out the price.
Okay. I have a question from Other Think. Did I do the reimagining Microsoft planning and E3 reimagining launching XXSX Halo Infinite are still paying employees, etc.? Do you think they're just preparing better than Sony? More prepared than Sony? Did I do that question?
No, I don't think so. Well, yes, you did. Yeah. No. I don't know. That was a weird question.
It was kind of blurred. Like they sounded blended together.
With Microsoft planning an E3 quote unquote reimagining, launching XSX, Halo Infinite, still paying employees, etc. Do you think they're just more prepared than Sony? Okay, there you go.
No, I just think right now, Microsoft, their timeline is just on point. Like as far as they're doing their reveals and the announcements and stuff like that, having these interviews, I think their timing is just on point. I think that's all it is, and it's just changing perception. I love it, absolutely love it. But that's it.
Okay. Anybody else?
No, I don't have anything on that one.
All right. Rob, you got some?
Yeah, I got two. Well, there are two. So, Sir X-Man. Question: How low do you think sales are going to be for game consoles because of what's happening right now?
They say they're actually up.
Yeah.
Sales are,
game
that's
consoles are
absolutely
up
right.
because
yeah.
Like
They're
you get more
hardware.
It's like a good investment, Yeah. You do like what he was saying on the interview. You do the what is it called? Xbox Plus Game Pass. You got a ton of games right there for you and your family to play.
That's right.
All kinds of
Game Pass. Hashtag get it on Game Pass. Anyway,
I got one more question. Call me Tao. Nice. Question. But what
I think
game
you missed one.
want?
I think you missed one.
I got Rob. You missed Rob.
Rob, yeah, you missed Rob. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'll get Rob.
Okay. What game you want to be in your backlog, ladies?
Oh man, too many.
That you want? Just name one then. Your top one that you want to be. Since the apocalypse is here.
Oh my gosh, the game that I've been trying to beat on my doggone backlog for the longest time has been Lost Odyssey. I'm on the last disc, and I still haven't completed it.
Still need to finish Gears 5.
Wolfenstein.
My God.
Yeah. Well, I had some people who said that they were going to finish it with me.
I
but they've never come through. So
you got
I don't know.
alternates,
Okay,
girl.
well,
I don't know if I just have bad friends or what the problem is.
ladies, y'all are not playing Call of Duty. We are finishing Gears 5 today.
That's it.
Tonight.
Dead stop. Dead stop.
I'm finished.
Hey, 8 o'clock. We're gonna be here. We will stream it if need be. 8 o'clock.
Like,
That's all right.
y'all need to
No
finish.
problem.
We need to talk about this story. So, dead stop. You need to finish it, okay?
I'm talking about y'all need to finish.
Hey,
Oh,
I
We've been
finished.
talking about this for the last month.
I finished it already. So you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying,
I
y'all.
finished Gears. We ain't finished Youngblood.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers finish Gears. Except for me. And anytime I get left behind, it's whatever, you figure it out. Now, when y'all behind, I make sure I come
We
and
tried.
help y'all.
We tried.
But
Look here, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I will have my drink. We will have it ready. 8 o'clock.
okay.
8 o'clock, Boogie.
Cause I'm gonna need at least about an hour of y'all time to talk about this story. You know. So
I know, right? I thought we had been.
I
sorry.
know.
I
Come
apologize.
on.
Whatever.
I 8 o'clock, Boogie. I'm gonna be here. I'm waiting. I already be in lobby. You know.
Okay.
Chareece and L Boogie gonna stream Gears 5
You see
tonight.
that? You ain't shit.
I love that. You blaming your gaming schedule on me because you
Let's
didn't
see,
do
hold
the
up.
game.
I
Let's
ain't
be fair.
blaming
I'm gonna be the
my
creator.
schedule
Just
on
to
you.
put this
What
out
I'm
there.
saying is when y'all behind, I make sure I come and help y'all catch up. When I'm behind, it's L Boogie better figure it out.
And
Oh,
look,
that's
and to
not
be
right.
fair, and look, and lady, to be fair, she been playing what's the game? The Call of Duty game with you.
Warzone.
Tell her, ask her who calls who the most to go play Warzone. You want me to
could be
play?
like,
I play
Don't you just
Warzone
say-
with you because that's the game I know I can play with you.
But
This is
lady,
what we gonna do every
lady,
week.
you know what you can say.
Every week.
What
Lady.
you gonna do, I guess.
You know what
I
you can say,
guess.
lady. Lady,
I
you can
guess.
say. You can say no. We don't have to play Warzone. We can play Gears.
But she don't say that. So
For you, man, I'll do it. Let me download it. Let me re-download it.
She gotta download. Look,
Right.
I ain't gotta download it. I just need to update it. I got you, girl. I
Right.
got you.
she one of
8
those. Well, I
o'clock.
did it, so you
Look.
better figure it out.
Hey,
I'm
no.
pretty sure when I first started Gears, I was ahead of everybody, and I was like, "Look, yo, I'll come into your game and help you get up." But then
Look,
I got
you
left
have
behind.
alternates,
So.
okay?
Look here.
Just let you know, you got
game to
alternates.
help you be
Wow,
mother. Didn't that help you
dang.
be mother? Look. Look. I got you.
Mhm.
You got alternates, fam. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Mhm. I don't want to hear it.
Can I do Rob's question?
Go ahead.
Have you seen the trailer for Mortal Shell?
Yes.
Small
Looks
indie
dope.
team of 15 dropping a game this year.
Yes, it looks dope. Looks fire. I saw it this morning. Like, it reminds me of like a Souls game, like Dark Souls mixed with like. It's cool. Cool concept.
Okay, I think that's let me do one more. Okay, King James 1090. Question: Are you ladies excited about for the animated Mortal Kombat movie as well as the live action one? You already know.
Yes.
What animated movie?
Scorpion. Crap. Something about Scorpion's the main character. That's all I know. That's all I needed to know. I didn't need to know anything else. I'm just waiting for a release date.
No, where's it gonna launch at? Is it gonna be on Netflix or one of these services, or I mean, how they got
Probably.
distribute it? Oh.
You could probably buy it. But I think it's supposed to come out earlier. They released a trailer earlier this year, probably about a month ago. They released a trailer for it. It was like a minute long. It was nice. Had the visuals. Scorpion was on like the last little 10 seconds of it, and I still nerd out so bad. I'm still getting it. Gonna be on Amazon. I don't care. I'm buying it day one.
Yeah.
I guess I might get it. I might. It's a smite.
This is Mike. I like that.
I think that's all the questions I got. I'm sorry if I'm skimming through it. I don't want to miss nobody questions. But I think we got.
Is that everybody?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
all.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I see one from Rain G4 at the bottom.
Which one? What's the question?
I think this is it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They already got it. They already got it.
Okay.
My bad. Y'all got it.
All right. Well, we appreciate all you guys who came in to listen to us today, and I hope you guys stay safe out there and enjoy these games. Make sure you guys call your loved ones, keep in contact socially and whatnot. And yeah, we love you. Thank you again. You guys can go ahead and start with your outro. We'll start with Lady Infamous.
I want to give a shout out to the chat. Y'all been good all the time. Gotta give a shout out to my lovely panel. They've been down since day one. Like always, you can check me at Lady_Infamous415. You can check me at my side piece, aka Twitter, Lady_Infamous30. You guys be safe out there and be kind to each other. Peace.
All right, Delilah.
Yes, you all know you can catch me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. I don't got no side piece, so.
Y'all crazy.
All right, Charisse, go ahead. Let them know where they can find you.
All right, it's your girl Charisse here. You can find me on Twitter at Charisse_. You can find me on Mixer, Xbox at Charisse. I do have a side piece, but I don't turn that heifer on, so there's no point in me even announcing that. But yeah, thank y'all for coming to hang out with us this Saturday morning. Glad that y'all enjoyed it. Chat is always it, and we greatly appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week, though.
Wait, hold up. So we talking about PS4, right?
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
You know that's what she's
I
talking about.
thought so, but I had to be sure, you know.
That's her cat warmer. But anyways, y'all, this is LBOOGIE0208. Thank you again. You guys can catch me on Mondays on IOP channel on the Roundtable Podcast. You can catch me on Twitter, LBOOGIE0208, and on Xbox and on Mixer at LBOOGIE0208. Make sure you come through, and yeah, Embers is live, so hit me up.